Hello there, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. And then I'll get started. Hello there, everyone. So nice to see you here. Hi, April. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Selena. Hello, Alexander. Nice to see you here, Geraldine. Queen Victor. Hello. Oh, Noble Truth. Nice to see you. New person here. Lovely. Oh, my hair's a little crazy. All right. So I'm assuming everyone can hear me. Oh, wow. That's nice. Okay. All right. So I think I'm about ready to get started here. Yes. Oh, thank you. I had to find a way to get my bangs to stay out of my eyes so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I had to, yeah, this is what happens when he gets a little bit long. I like to keep him a little bit shorter, but for now, we're just going to put the butterfly in. Keep it out of the way. Okay. All right, so I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. Hey there, Alexis. Oh, I see. I was like, wait, where's one of my mods? I see you. I see you. Miss Liz will be here in a minute too, I'm sure. Okay. So what are we here for today? Well, we're here for some fun stuff today. We're synchronicities today. It's going to be off the charts. Oh, there you are. Hi, girl. Okay. So I think it's really funny because before I even do my live streams, as I'm like preparing for them mentally, it's like my mods, they get telepathic messages about it, and they have these weird synchronicities that come about because of it. So like last week when I was talking about the crystal skulls, both my mods, Miss Liz and Alexis, both happened to take out their crystal skulls like the day beforehand. Like Miss Liz made a grid with the 2 crystal skulls that she had, and Alexis had posted a picture of some dragon skulls that she had. So this time it happened to be, we're talking about the DMT and everything like that, and I hope I'm not sharing too much of your business here, Miss Liz. But Miss Liz was telling me last night today, that she was actually planning on smoking some DMT last night. So it's like especially Miss Liz, man, the amount of synchronicities between me and her, it blows my mind. It just really shows that, when you're really connected to people, like how connected we really are. And I love it. I love every single synchronicity. It's exciting. It makes life worth living. I think, quite honestly, it's synchronicities. They just tell you you're in alignment. They tell you, you're on your path. You're on whatever charted, what you've written out for yourself. You are on point with whatever it is that you are trying your mission here. That's how I feel about it. And so that's why I love to share them with people, because it's just exciting, so so let's get into it. I'm going to talk about, actually, there's one more real quick thing I want to talk about. And I want to open the fortune cookie before we get into the DMT trip experience and like how it showed up for me. Yes. Hello, Emily. I see you in there. I just want to say hi real quick because I saw you. Okay. So my daughter, who is very psychic, telepathic, she actually had a dream. She loves to tell me her dreams, and she often has dreams that have the same kind of synchronistic elements that my dreams have. So she definitely has the gift that I have when it comes to dreams. Well, this morning she told me that she had the best dream, and she had a dream that she was an angel, that me and her were angels, and that she was holding the earth and she was holding the sun, and that she was doing something to link them together. She was connecting the sun and the earth. And she said that I was there too, though, and I was holding the moon and a blue planet. And that we were like connecting all these planets together, is what she was saying. And I mean, that was just such an exciting dream for her to even have. And so the synchronicities that showed up for me today is I have this app called Time Hop. And it shows you pictures that you've taken, or post things that you've shared, that go back, like it'll on that day, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however far back you have saved in your camera or whatever. So today's Time Hops pictures were, 2 of them stood out to me as Sarah's dream, because it was a Sailor Moon picture, and it was her as an angel, Okay. And she had a little crescent moon on her head. And then the next picture after that was a tree, and the moon was behind it, and it looked like the tree was holding the moon. And I'm like, oh my God, that's just so cool. I love that she had, I know, isn't it such a beautiful dream? Oh my gosh. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you. Hi, Valerie. Nice to see you. Wait and see if there's anyone else popping in. Okay. So that was just a beautiful synchronicity. I mean, we are angels. We are. Okay. Like you're here, you have angelic DNA in you. That's part of what we're here doing, is activating all that for each other, helping each other along. Okay. So that was just a fun little synchronicity that I thought I'd share with you guys. So if you want to see what that's like, you can just download this app, or you can find an app that does similar things. You will be surprised how many times something that you were sharing a year ago, or you took a picture of a year ago, how it will come into play for you now and in a year later. You know what I'm saying? Like it lines up somehow. And I think that's, again, because like they told me in the past, my spirit guides and stuff, they told me time doesn't work how we think it works. It's more like a circle. Okay. So that's why I follow these patterns. That's why I pay attention. Okay. What was I doing a year ago? What was I posting a year ago? What does it show me anything, today? So we'll keep going though, because I'm kind of excited and a little nervous to share my trip experience with you guys. Just reading the chat real quick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, my little Sarah is a cutie. All right, so first of all, I do think that these types of chemicals and drugs and such, whatever that's what you want to call them, they're medicines. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that you can have very eye-opening experiences from them, that they can share deeper truths and wisdom about the universe with you when you do these things. But it takes some bravery to do them. Okay, because first of all, for me, I already knew that I don't really do well with psychedelics. I had already had a bad mushroom trip at one point in my life, and just getting that feeling of that body buzz again always kind of takes me back to that. So I was a little bit nervous, but I was on vacation. Okay, and I went to visit a friend of mine and her boyfriend at the time, and her boyfriend happened to make DMT. Okay, so they were really encouraging me. We've been talking about it actually for months. I was like really trying to prepare for this. I really wanted to, have this experience, but I was really, really nervous. So, yes, initially I was telling my friends, even like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared about it, but I kept getting this feeling from my guides that they were saying, we have something special for you. We have a surprise for you. Just do it. It'll be okay. Just we have a surprise for you. But the energy now, looking back at it, the way it came across as is if you've ever let's say, and this is kind of a kind of a shitty example, but I'm it's the only one I can think of. So like, let's say you're taking your children to like a theme park, and you want to go on a roller coaster, and they don't know like what a roller coaster feels like, but they're kind of scared and they're kind of nervous, but they kind of want to go on it, and you just tell them to get, no, we have a surprise for you. It'll be fine. Let's just go on the roller coaster. It'll be okay. The scary part will be worth it, so to speak. And so it kind of felt like they were basically just, talking to me in that way about doing it. And they convinced me, okay, because I mean, I did end up doing it. All right, so sorry, excuse me. So one of the I did it over a 2-day period. Basically, I took some small hits of some changa, I think it's called, just to see how I could handle it and see what it would make me feel like. And quite honestly, I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the feeling right off the bat, but it wasn't intolerable. And I definitely could feel it working throughout my body, and just it lit up all of my energy centers. It, like, I could feel the energy going through my meridians, even like I could feel it, and it was like looping. And so, I was like, I got through it, and I wanted to know what more of it would feel like. Like I've seen other people have some trips, and I've heard their experiences, and I didn't really have any hallucinations or anything the first time. I just, it brightened colors and things of that nature. So the big day comes. I decide, yes, I'm going to do this DMT trip. Okay. And the synchronicities, I'm telling you, the synchronicities still blow my mind when I think about how many there are after this. But it basically started with this. Okay. And of course, it had a song attached to it. Of course, it did, because you know that's my favorite magic is music magic. So I actually have a heart song that is associated with this DMT trip. And that is where the most of these synchronicities come from. That blew my mind. So I decide the day that it's going to happen. I'm going to do this. We get the whole space ready. We get the whole area ready. And I'm basically like on an inflatable bed that I had been sleeping on to stay in their small little house. Okay. And it next to me or over here was like a wood panel wall. Okay. And in front of me was a doorway. And to the side of me was my girlfriend and her boyfriend. And so I took a big hit of this, and it tasted horrible. And I held it in, and then I let it out. And then immediately, the person guiding me said, okay, take deep, deep breaths. Deep, deep breaths. Well, here comes the heart song. It immediately starts playing because one of the main lyrics in this song is, you got me so high taking deep, deep breaths. And I'd only heard this song one time. Let me just start off with that. I'd only heard this song one time because it played randomly on my playlist because it was the same artist as some of the other songs that I was listening to. So I hadn't even watched the video yet. I didn't even know what the video looked like yet. So I'm hearing the song. It's already playing in my head because he says that, and now it's playing. And the beat to the song that's playing in my head, wow, the walls and everything, they're beating with the song. And then I look over and I notice that the wall starts shape shifting. And there's these little guys around this big, beautiful goddess. And she was actually colored red and black. And it had a lot of earth tone colors. But I got the impression that it was Kali. Okay. So they're singing this song to me. And I'm watching the goddess Kali dance in the wall. And honestly, I didn't like it. It kind of freaked me out. I didn't like the way I was feeling in my body. It felt like it was trying to pull me out of my body. And I was really resistant to letting go of that. So I laid down and I closed my eyes and I was just like fighting it and just like, when will this be over? I even said that. Like they laughed at me. Even they said that they'd never heard someone say, when is this going to be over? So soberly in the middle of a DMT trip. Okay. So I'm like, when is this going to be over? I just want this to be over. How much longer till this is going to be done? And finally, I couldn't hold back anymore, and I let go. And when I let go, I released, and I flew out of my body. I flew up so high that I was in a place that it was just it was so bright. It was only light, and I really couldn't even barely open my eyes. And there were these light beings that I could see their shadows, though, these light beings around me. And I was fighting it, and they were telling me to stay still. And I said, no, I didn't want to. And they were trying to do some kind of surgery on me. I knew that I could, my claircognizance could tell, like they were trying to perform some kind of surgery on me. And I was fighting it. And then I realized there was something they were taking out of me in my liver area. Okay. And it was some type of spider being type thing, but it was very simplistic looking. Like it looked really like a circle with just like stick legs that looked like a spider. Okay. And I fought it. Like I could feel the spider thing fighting. And as they were pulling it out, I was fighting like as if I was that thing. So it was like it was controlling me in a way, because I'm just like, you're not, like, stop whatever it is you're doing. I want this to stop. And so finally they get it all the way out. And I sit up because now I feel like I'm about to throw up. And sure enough, I do. I throw up and I start my period at the same time. And then the trip was over. And I was like, oh God, like I survived. I did it, and I was not happy. I was not happy about this experience. I felt I felt good now that I had gotten through it. Okay. But I felt like something had just gotten messed up time wise for me. I just like it only been a 15-minute trip, but something just felt off. But there were some positive things. And the positive thing I can say for sure was that they unlocked these new dance abilities, these new dance moves. It was like I downloaded like a skill set of these dance moves that the goddess Kali was teaching me. And I'll give you just like I'm going to show you exactly a little bit like what she was doing. And now I do these in a little bit different, my own way or whatever like that. But like she's in the wall, okay? And she's like, "You get me so high." She's doing this, okay? And I'm like, that was freaking me out, okay? So I'm like closing my eyes and going, like, no, I don't want to see this. This is scaring me. So, but other than that, but as far as like what had happened to me, where did I go, what was that they were taking out of me, I like it left me with all these questions. um I honestly think that it could have been, this is just my impression of what the spider being thing was. Okay, like for me, when I tap into people in certain times, when I want to look inside of them to see, like, I call them frequency chords. When I'm looking inside of people to see what they're like, what you believe about love. Let's say you have a frequency chord for love, and you have a frequency chord for pain. You have a frequency chord for joy. You have one for happiness, for what your concept of that is. Okay, and the more pure it is, the more in alignment with source it is. The whiter it is. Okay, so it looked like a spider being that was just a bunch of frequency chords that were dark, that were black, that were tainted and distorted. And I really think that it had something to do with our frequencies of who we are being connected into the earth, and how like we're running our frequencies and what we are. And that's why it's so important to heal ourselves, because when we heal ourselves, that's how we help heal the earth. Okay, because what's poisoned and corrupted in us also gets put into her. So I felt like they had taken out um, a frequency that was being put in the earth that was not a good one through me. So let's keep going though. I just want to see if I missed any part of it real quick. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. Um, Another reason I thought it was the goddess Kali was because there was I'd come across this mandala that was for Kali not that long ago. It was called a Kali yantra, and it actually looked, the patterns that were going on behind her and the colors that she was the exact same as the Kali yantra that I'd come across. So I'm like, okay, so I'm guessing that was Kali. Okay, let's keep going now. 1 second, guys. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yes. So now we're going to get to the synchronicities, because, like I said, this is what really blew my mind the most, especially when it comes to music and music videos. I just want to stop real quick, though, and say hi to a couple people in here. Hello, my beloved new person here. Nice to see you. Hi, Matthew. Joanna. Yes. Hi. Nice to see you. Yes, we're really going to, yeah, we're really, oh, hi, Chris. I'm glad you jumped in too. Okay. So now we're going to get into the really fun stuff for me. Okay. So first of all, like I said, I had not seen this music video. I'd only heard the song once, yet they played it through my entire trip. So I decide, obviously, I'm going to go and watch the music video, because I've had some other weird synchronicity things happen when it comes to music videos. And the first thing I noticed about this video is that it looks like a DMT trip. The colors, the way that when the song was the beats were happening in the song, it was pumping the colors just like it was in the doorway when the lights. It kind of looks similar to what my picture for my thumbnail is. Okay, so or you can just watch the video too. It's Doja Cat. It's called So High. Okay, so this is what the song is basically about, and these are all the synchronicities that I had with it. So first of all, she says, "You got me so high, taking deep, deep breaths." That's exactly what triggered the song coming in. Okay, the song is listing a bunch of drugs that she's on and that she's been doing, and how it's getting her so high and stuff like that, and then she's having such a good time with this person. All right, well, I was on vacation. Okay, so not that I was doing the drugs she was listing, but I mean, I definitely was indulging and having a good time. I don't normally drink, but I've been drinking a little bit. We smoke weed. She talks about smoking weed in there. She talks about how the guy has pounds of this stuff in his truck or something like that. And I mean, the guy literally made the DMT. But wait, there's more. There's more. Hold on. There's another one. Let me get them all. Okay, yeah. So, so after, let me get it. So after the trip happened, and I'm like, they've taken this thing out of my liver. Okay, I was like, wow. I was like, my liver says purr. You know, I don't know why. I was just inspired. My liver says purr. Well, tell me why on the front of the cover for the song it says purr across it. And she even says it in the song. One of the lyrics is, "No, you want some of this purr." And I'm like, oh wow, it's kind of interesting. Another little synchronicity. Another thing was that at the beginning of the song, she was holding up a genie lamp, and she was rubbing this genie lamp, and my spirit guides had just got done telling me, and I was just sharing a message with someone how I'm like a genie. I'm like an I dream a genie. And I'm like, you know, when they're telling me to say that, I'm like, is that really? Like, is that a good thing? Like, and then so and it shows up in the song. It shows up in the song as like this most important, significant, freaking intense experience. All right. Also, here we go. Doja Cat also dresses up as Kali halfway through the song. She dresses up as Kali and she's sitting on a lotus, and this lotus has blue smoke coming out of it. Well, one of the things that we were doing when I was down there was for the first time I tried smoking blue lotus. So she's sitting on a lotus and she's got blue smoke coming out of it. I'm like, okay, any more synchronicities you guys want to throw at me? Well, also in the video, she has a wing that appears, okay, like a bird wing, and it's this very specific kind of tan and speckled feathers, and that's the one type of feather that my friend gave me before I left. She has a whole bunch of ducks and everything, and the one feather, she said, this is a very rare one. You should take this one, and it was the same exact color speckling. Okay, I'm just like, like how many more synchronicities can we get in this? Yeah, hold on, let me see. All right. Yep. I said most of them now. So yeah, anyway, this is the level of synchronicities that I deal with music on a regular basis. I have to say by far though that this video had the most things that showed up in my life. And I still love that song. I still listen to it. I still like to dance to it because it always reminds me, it brings back in those dance moves that she gave me and how much they helped me. I was spinning more, and you know that helps with my creation spreads. That helps me with my manifesting. Okay. But it didn't stop there. So now let's put aside the heart song. Okay? Let's put aside the heart song for that experience. Let's go to the dream synchronicities. Okay. So two of my children had dreams while I was on this trip. My son Joshua, who is a teenager, he was 15 at that point, and he had a dream. He told me he had a dream that I was being abducted by aliens, and that I was only supposed to be gone for 15 minutes, but I ended up being gone for 40 years. So I just thought that's kind of interesting, considering my DMT trip was 15 minutes. And I did feel like I had been gone for forever. Like I did not, like my disciplines and what I do, like that was when it really fell off the wagon, I guess you could say, for quite a bit. Like I felt like I didn't know how to live on earth anymore. I felt like I just didn't know how to do even normal, just tasks. I'm like, was I really gone for 40 years? Did they take me? Was I gone for 40 years? I don't know. So you would think that'd be weird enough, just having one child dream of it. Well, another child dreams of something very, very strange. Okay. So my daughter, Sarah, the one who had the dream about us being angels and connecting the planets and stuff together, she had a dream that a green alien came to her because her mommy had died. And now this green alien was going to be her new mommy and loved her very, very much. And she was okay with this. Okay. Well, the funny thing is, the weird thing is, I guess you could say, is that my soul braid walk-in, that is basically what happened. Is like they found a way to tell her what had happened. It was like a confirmation for me too, that, and this is just coming in real quick, so I'm just going to share it. And the other thing that really stuck out to me too was how I felt about why I didn't want to let go during the DMT trip. And you know what came out of me was that I worked so hard to get into this body. I worked so hard. Hell no, do I want any substance throwing me out of it like that? Like, and that's exactly what it did. It threw me out of my own body. And I don't know, how long was I gone? This is a very mixed bag for me when it comes to this experience. Okay. So I've been told like it won't be as bad next time or whatever like that. But I don't know if I can conquer that to get that courage and to do something like that again, because like I said, it really kind of threw me off. And yes, I got some upgrades and stuff like that, but my human person, like the 3D person, they had some struggles with it for sure afterward. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I definitely, to each their own, whoever wants to try it. Yeah, it was very interesting. It definitely will give you an experience like none other, for sure. So I'm still like I said, I'm still kind of up in the air about it. Hi, Trevor. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. Oh, hi, Joyce. Nice to see you too. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the comets. There's some comets that are swinging by Earth right now. And I'm pretty sure that I tuned in and I connected with them. And you can too. I've been encouraging people to do that because, it's not as hard as people think it is. I feel like a lot of people get in their heads, they feel like it's going to feel a certain way and it's going to be like this big, intense, dramatic thing. But, it's in the heart. You open your heart and you make a connection. You think, get it in your mind, envision it, imagine it. Okay. And then you just connect. You just, with your intention. It's your intention that guides your consciousness. It's your intention that drives this thing. So I had basically asked to connect these or this comet, because I honestly thought it was only one comet. I thought it was only one comet, even though I had shared a post about it. My guides talked to me a lot in TV shows and such, so they had given me 2 Adventure Time clips about comets. Okay, and they were 2 separate comets that I'd put the clips on about. One was called the Catalyst Comet, which was a purple comet, and the other one was a green comet, which was supposedly from a lot longer ago in Earth's history. So I think it's kind of funny though that here I thought I was connecting to one comet, but yeah, I was led and inspired to make 2 posts about 2 different comets. And wouldn't you know that, yes, there is 2 comets flying around the Earth right now, or spinning around here. Okay, and one is a green comet. Okay, and the other one, I'm pretty sure someone said it was purple. I know that the color that we had picked for it, at least in Alexa's chat, it was greens and purples, green and purple. Okay, not only that, but Adventure Time, the green comet was from a lot longer ago, and this comet, it hasn't been past Earth in 50,000 years. So, you just got to pay attention for these little things. If I didn't know how they work, I'm saying these synchronicities could easily just skate on by, so it's just about becoming aware of the patterns, become a pattern finder and follow your heart. It's the heart's intuition. When you start getting that body clear, you do your qigong, you do your meditating, and you get this body clear, it becomes a hypersensitive instrument for information. So let's keep going though. So what I tuned into as far as these comets go was with one of them, it's like I could even feel the energy of its ancientness. I could feel how ancient it was. I could feel how it felt happy though. If I'm going to put an emotion on it, it felt like happy. It felt like la 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 la, just doing its thing, just guiding through the universe, just doing what it wants to do, living free, so to speak. And when I really stopped and meditated and let the messages come through, they showed me some things. They definitely showed me some things, because what I asked for them to give me any tips that they could give me on how I could be better of service to others here, and how I could best help teach people manifestations. If there's any tips on manifesting that they wanted to share with me, any type of information that they wanted to share that would help me out, I basically asked for. And so this is the message I got from them, and I'm going to share some of it with you. Okay, so they wanted me to remember that, prayers in the heart, they need to be said. I noticed that with my own life, I've been getting quite bogged down with some drama, I guess you could say, and just a lot of busyness. Okay, to where I haven't been making as many heart wishes as I used to, and I haven't been stopping to take the time to pray as much as I used to. But those things, they stay in there, they told me. They said that, it's my job. I'm supposed to be delivering these messages. Okay. And I'm supposed to be making these heart wishes. And if they come through me, even if I don't finish pulling them all the way through. And so, they encouraged me to keep sharing my messages, which is hard for me to do because I haven't shared a message in a long time. They've been wanting me to share messages with a couple people, and I haven't been doing it about my heart wishes and such. Okay. So they're encouraging me, and I encourage you guys too, to make heart wishes for each other. I keep a tab in my mind. I go through it, and see, I look for the confirmation to see, did this heart wish happen? Did it get fulfilled? And I have to tell you that every single one of them have so far. But I'm careful. I'm not just throwing them out left and right. I'm waiting till the time is exactly right. I'm waiting. I listen and I wait till my heart has that feeling in it where it's like, oh, this is the time. And I think the reason that it happens for me like this is because, and now I mentioned this in a long time ago. So if you've heard this, I apologize, but I'm going to just go ahead and share it with you again. At one point in my life, I had gotten to a place where I realized that my own thoughts, and if I didn't learn how to change my own patterns, that I was never going to know true happiness. I was never going to know true love. And I've been doing a Course in Miracles. And during this Course in Miracles, it really teaches you how to accept who you really are and what you really are, which is basically, which is God. We are love. We are beings of love. And so at one point, I just made a prayer, and I said to God, I look at the mess that I've made, making decisions that I have based on my limited ability to make these decisions. I said, if I could have my way, then I would have you take away all my own thoughts and feelings as they are now. And I would ask that you replace them with your thoughts and feelings, God. Like, I want to have God's thoughts and feelings. I want to know what God thinks about people and things. Because God is love. And I wanted to know, I wanted to feel it. And so I feel like these heart wishes, these things that come through me, are the thoughts that God has for people. And he's using me as that vessel to share his thoughts about you and his desires to see you happy, through me, to share it with you, And so if we do that for each other, these things, big things happen. We can start really helping each other, see each other happier, see each other more at peace, and having our dreams come true. It always helps to have more than one person manifesting your dreams for you. But how are we going to know that if we don't pay attention, we don't listen to each other, or if we don't share them with each other? So anyway, let's see if there's a couple more things. There is a couple more things. They told me, this is the other thing the Comets told me. They told me life is coming. That's what they told me. And the feeling that I got from that, because these messages that come through, when they come through, they're downloads. Okay. You really do have to download them, and they unfold like a backwards origami. One of my friends always said that. And it always stuck with me. That's what it unfolds like. And so they told me life is coming. And what I felt about them saying that life is coming is, well, if there's a God of death, obviously there's a God of life. And that's the God or goddess that is coming to help and assist us right now. They told me that imagination is traveling the mind of God. That when you imagine and you daydream, that is actually you seeing all the thoughts, all the possibilities of what's inside God. Okay. They said that the seeds that have been packed in mud are now ready to break through. I got that message actually a couple times. They really emphasized the breakthrough. They really showed me, like, and it kind of reminds me of the Seven of Pentacles a little bit. I kept seeing, like, the seeds have been planted and now they're about to bust through the surface. Okay, so something is happening. We're getting our upgrades. The seeds that we planted, they're getting ready to break through. So hold on for that. They said, share your beauty with others. My heart, it is filled with my wishes fulfilled. And I want to share that with others, because I want people to feel these feelings that I get to have, these feelings of love and happiness and joy. It's always better when someone else is feeling it too, when you have someone else to share it with. you know? And so I just really hope, and I make wishes. I wish for all of you, even in this moment, I wish that you guys will have an experience as deeply meaningful and beautiful as some of the ones that I have had, because it is just absolutely worth living for. It's absolutely what life is really all about. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to say was, in a world where most are blind, it can be hard to feel seen. But the heart wishes, they say to a person, I see you. I see your feelings. They are important. And your suffering, and seeing it come to its end is important to me. So that is true about how I feel about all of you. All right. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the fortune cookie, like I said I was going to at the time I was going to. I think that might be all for as far as the messages go. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So let's see. Let's get out the fortune cookie and let's do the tarot card pull, because I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. Yes, I love you guys. Okay. All right, everyone. Get ready. Throw out some good energy. Oh, good news too. My hot flashes have been like totally subsiding, like slowly but surely. I haven't even barely noticed them. Every now and then a little tick of one comes. It seems to happen more when I'm emotional than anything else. But I just want to say, if anyone's been praying for me or sending me energy for that I really appreciate it. Okay, so I got a good feeling about this one. This one or that one? This one. This one. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Okay, here we go. Whoop. Okay. All right, cross your fingers. There we go. One of the first things you should look for in a problem is its positive side. Okay. Look for the positive. That is true. It is true. You want to find that silver lining. So I guess that could go in line with me sharing about my DMT trip, because I am looking for the silver lining. I am looking for the positive side of that experience, even though it felt so traumatic. So here we go. Oh, let me grab my tarot cards. I'm getting ready to do it. Oh, hello, Low Tech Revolution. Nice to see you. Hello, M. Arc. Holy Galactic Blankenstein. Nice. Okay. Nice to see you guys here. Fifi Jules, nice to see you here. It's possible. It's possible the hot flashes could have been upgrades. It's very possible. Yeah, I actually did. They actually really started to get really bad last year after I took up this 30-day subliminal messages list that I decided to do. And it was all for a bunch of upgrades and stuff like that. And that was when they really started to kick in. And so I was really like frantic, like trying to figure out, I'm like, did I just like create this? Is that what happened here? I don't even know. And I did try to do a little bit of an experiment to see if that it was that again this past fall, and it did kind of start again after I did do a couple days worth of them. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna just put a hold on those, because if that's the case, maybe I just need to go a little slower. I don't know. Or it could just be menopause, guys. It could just be menopause. Could just be not dealing, the emotions that I need to get out of me. I don't know. Either way, I'm grateful that they are slowly but surely fading, because it was a good couple month period there that they decided to go on for. All right, are we ready for our collective card pull? Just reading some of the messages. I actually don't know the names of the two comets. I wish I did. I think there are some letters and numbers. I know one is called the Green Comet. I know one's I just searched up comets like in Google, and it pulled up the one green one. but I know that there's 2. So, if any of my mods has the link for one of those things, some of that, or knows the answer to what the comments are, considering we were literally just talking about them yesterday, right? Oh my God, I don't know. I just call them the green and the purple one. I call the green one in the catalyst comment. That's what I've been calling it. Yes. Yeah, there's one we can see. I think it was this night and tonight. It's going to be around the star Polaris, which is the North Star. So if you look over there tonight, you might be able to see it. Connect to it, but you don't have to see it in order to connect to it. I'm telling you, you don't have to see it in order to connect it. You don't need to see anything in order to connect to it. If you just use your heart and your intentions and use your mind to direct where that's going, like the things you can do are just, you would blow your own mind. If we could just slowly but surely build up the belief in ourselves that we are capable of this, we all could work together and just clean this whole mess up a lot faster. It's just a matter of really, they traumatized us enough to have us get these chains wrapped around our mind, basically. I that's how I've been seeing it lately with people. I just see them running these same patterns, and it's kind of like a racetrack. Okay. And someone's been, you're running this program over and over and over again. Okay. And it's like digging in deeper. It's like, how do you help someone steer off of that racetrack when it's so ground in? That's really the hardest thing. It's like, we logically know a lot of things that we don't know how to fully bring in and embody. And that's really just the tricky part of figuring out how to heal those things. All right. So anyway, to the tarot. Okay, here we go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my heart. I'm feeling ready to pull some cards for the collective. What is the message that we need to hear? What is it that we need? Okay. So we're going to do the main energies. Then we're going to do a little bit of the past and then a little bit of the future. Okay. All right. What does this mean? I was reading. Clear and concise. Read and helpful. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh, my hair is driving me nuts. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I have to do this real quick. Be patient. One sec. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. Oh, look who showed up on the bottom of the deck. Oh, dude, I was talking about. Okay. So let's do this. Boop. Okay, so the first card we got, oh God, ignore my nail. The first card we got is Temperance. Okay, so this is all about coming into balance, realigning yourself. Okay, with could be realigning your body, could be, balancing your home and your work life. Again, this is a major arcana card, so this says to me that this is definitely meant to be working on the balancing. Hold on, I'm feeling into it here. It's almost like even with those 2 comments, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a balance. I'm seeing another card is what it is. I'm seeing like the 2 of Pentacles, which is doing something, living a certain way to where you can't maintain that lifestyle forever. Eventually it's gotta change. You have to make some real improvements here. So I would say that this is absolutely bringing some real peace and balance and harmony, okay, into your life. So we got that for our primary energies here, guys. The Temperance. Now let's see. Okay. So this has to do with things in the home. Okay, so learning how to balance. It's funny because I was saying like learning how to balance home and social life and work and stuff like that. Well, this is saying that there might have been some imbalance, maybe even in the home in the recent past, or that this is where those energies need to be focused at, because the 4 of Rods is things that They're activities that you do at home. You know, they're the things that you do with the family, you know, the dinners, the dancing, you know, things of that nature. So the actions that you take, you know, I think even cleaning and stuff like that, I'm hearing. Okay. So it's like, you know, the things that we would do in the home, that's where the balance needs to be focusing on, which definitely is true for me. I don't know if any of you other out there yet feel that too, but I definitely do. Okay, so now what's the energies? How are we going a little bit into the future here? The near future. Near future with the temperance. Near future with the temperance. Okay. We got the moon. Okay. So that's funny considering I was holding the moon in my daughter's dream last night. Okay, so the moon is about, for me, always speaks big to creativity. Again, it's kind of funny that it comes with the temperance card because the moon is definitely not always the most balanced or tempered type of emotional situation. Okay. Emotions can be really intensified. Okay, hold on. But it's also like it can be a time of extremes. So really watch out. Like watch out for extremes in the home. It needs to really be balanced. See, it's the art for me. I always hear like it's the artist card. The moon is like the card of the artist. Okay, the person who, you know, does the drugs in order to have that inspiration come to them, so to speak. You know, but it's about making sure that you don't take that too far and that you find a way to come back to center. Okay, for that balance, for that temperance. It's a lesson in temperance. So that is the energies going forward, you guys, for this next week for our collective card reading. I'm seeing if there's anything else I feel on it. No. It's so much more of a feeling right now than it is even the words to come out. So yeah, focus on bringing balance and harmony back into your home life and maybe even your creative side. You know, the things that you have to take care of in the home, like cooking and cleaning and, you know, playing with the kids and taking the kids to school, things like that. As opposed to how can you find time to express your creativity? How can that be reflected? Okay, because the moon's a giant reflector. All right, so what will you create with what you see in the world? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so that is it. That is it. That is the message. That's right. Oh, where's my little box? Oh, there it is. Okay, so if you guys could do me a favor and please hit the like button and please share and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I always forget to say that at the end, but usually I say it at the beginning, but I didn't say it at the beginning this time, you know. So. All right, so yeah, and also I am giving readings. I'm doing readings still here. I'm having a lot more fun doing them too. I have to say that, like, getting more in the flow of it. I do tarot readings, astrology readings, and manifestation coaching sessions, which if you heard me speak earlier about the comments, I definitely asked for a download on more manifesting abilities and how to share that with people. So if you're interested in learning some more on that subject, please reach out to me by email at auroradiamondheart@gmail.com. And we can get something set up. I'm just going to go ahead and take a little look-see in the chat before we go. If you have any questions, please. Yeah, today is the 2-2 portal. I know, right? Hi, Chris. Hi, Chrissy Cleary. Petite Chris Cleary. Said that weird. Sorry about that. But yeah, okay. Now, thank you guys. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you being here. Okay. I'm about to head out. The 2-2 portal is because it's February 2nd, you know, so it's like every month where it's like the 1-1 portal, the 2-2 portal, the 3-3 portal. It's like energies are more opened, I guess, and intensified. around these times. Mm-hmm. All right, I love you guys. I'm taking off. I'm gonna go do some activities in the home. Yeah. Love you. All right, bye. Okay, I'm really doing it. I like to just sit here and linger and watch people's comments come in after I couldn't actually relax. So I hope you don't mind me just sitting here watching you guys say goodbye to me before I go. I love you guys. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. All right, I'm hitting the end. Bye-bye. See y'all later. See you next week.